Good evening. Welcome to the Vital Football Podcast. Did you like that, Liam?
I tell you what, that was class, that way.
Hey,
How much did you pay for that?
it was all free, all done by my two hands, that.
That's good.
Yes, we've had a bit of a rebrand. We had a rethink that the Vital Premier League podcast doesn't make sense when the World Cup's on. And also, it kind of closes us off to what we can talk about. So we are now the Vital Football Podcast. But we're still your writers from the Vital Network, and I'm Ash, writes for Newcastle. We got Liam, who writes for Everton, Andy, who writes for Leeds, and Crippy, who writes for Man City. How we doing, lads?
Yeah, good, cheers, Ash.
Good.
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, you?
Can he? I mean, we've just witnessed a nice little win there, did we not?
Good result, good performance.
All right, I think that's where we're going to kick off, actually. We'll kick off with the reaction to that England versus Wales game. How did you see it, Liam?
From my sofa, watching it. I just find it funny that they waited 64 years to get into a proper tournament and they finished bottom of the league. Bottom of the group, rather.
Oh, harsh. Straight in on our Welsh cousins.
So I've got one friend who was born in Wrexham. He's a Chester fan. I asked him before the game, I was like, who are you supporting? And just sent a dragon, so that's for him. He's English, but he's just been a knob anytime.
Oh, well, fuck him then. No, that's uncalled for. So, 3-0. Do you think that was justified, Crippy?
Oh, it could have been more, couldn't it? I think as well. It could have been 4 or 5, really. We sort of, I think we killed their spirit as much as anything because Wales knew they needed to score first to stand a chance of getting anything against us. And the minute we got that in the second half, that was it. I mean, we controlled the game throughout, really. They had a couple of chances, but really impressed with that performance.
I was quite impressed. It's ruined the podcast, because all the prep that we did, all the banners I've got, the photos and everything, the thumbnail was all slagging off Southgate after that abysmal performance on Friday. Yeah. And then we went and did this.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Andy?
I thought we was all right second half. I thought the first half was a bit drab. I mean, they didn't really threaten in the first half, did they? Pickford had his picnic blanket out, didn't he, for 45 minutes?
Yeah.
He was diving for things he had no chance to get just for something to do.
Bored.
It's like when you watch a dog, when a ball goes past the telly and the dog jumps after it in the living room. That's what Pickford was like. Bored out of his skull. Bless him. But we should have been 3-4-0 up in the first half.
Yeah.
Wasted so many chances and some of the balls that we played in the final third. And I thought it was just going to be another one of those nights. But second half, we came out with a different impetus and hell of a free kick by Rashford.
Yeah, brilliant.
It was naughty. I mean,
naughty.
Danny Ward Danny Ward, I don't understand it. It annoys me when keepers, use your wall, trust your wall's going to do the job. He stepped to the right, hasn't he? And also he's just gone straight at him, technically.
Yeah.
Wait's gone to one side. Yeah.
But I do want to say I did call out Rashford before the game, the start of the game, said it's going to be a big game for him today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely did. We have textual evidence of that.
I'm claiming that one.
You're not lying.
Southgate deserves credit for that, I think, doesn't he? Because I think Rashford is a person that a lot of people wouldn't have even taken on the plane. And yet, not only has he backed him in the squad, he's backed him on the pitch, and he's been rewarded. So he's clearly knew that he could get a performance out of him no matter what's going on at United, and he knew that he could get him to play his best for England, and that takes a lot. That's the difference between some managers where they pick a squad of players and some players just can't do it for them. But Southgate can tap into that with the younger players we've got in the squad, and clearly he knows how to motivate them to perform. So I can't believe how good Rashford's been. I was really shocked by his confidence with England. I thought he might maybe do okay and look sort of tentative on the ball, but he looked full of confidence, didn't he, the last 20 minutes? You were trying to get that hat-trick, and he just, it looks great.
I can't believe he took him off when he was on the hat-trick. I was devastated.
It's cruel, isn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely good for him.
Yeah.
He definitely should have had the hat-trick.
Yeah.
The other one's Phil Foden. Everyone told Southgate to play Foden, and he did, and then look what he goes and does. Pops up with a goal. He was everywhere on the pitch. How can you leave him out of the England team? It's absolutely madness.
It's that pragmatism, isn't it?
Pragmatism.
Yeah, Southgate loves it. I know. The thing is, though,
someone's got word of the day toilet paper at home.
have we all played Football Manager here? I think most of us
Oh,
have,
God.
haven't we?
Have we played it? I'm still playing it now.
Exactly, yeah. I honestly, I miss the game so much. But you know what it's like when you've got a big game and you think, I choose the person who's got probably less creativity but more work rate. And I think that's what happens with Foden sometimes. Southgate sees him as too much of a luxury player to have starting the big games. So we'll see if he gets the nod against Senegal, but I don't know if it's guaranteed.
How
Don't know
do
if
you
he will.
change that team though after that? That's the problem.
I know.
Yeah.
You probably bring Trippier back in because let's be honest, Walker wasn't great.
I think Walker played just for Dan James because of his pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going
It
to
was
say
the only
that.
threat, wasn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
Wear
Yeah.
yourself out. Hopefully Dan James will come off and then you can come off. And to be fair, that kind of worked out for the best, didn't it?
I think every gamble that was taken paid off.
Yeah.
I mean, we all criticised Jordan Henderson at the start being on the pitch, and he was probably one of the best players out there. Apart from that time where he totally misjudged the bounce of the ball. I mean,
As long as you got legs around him, you can still play in that midfield. That's the key. You can't press like you used to.
Like me and Liam were saying just before we came on, that you can't really drop them after that. It's hard to drop any of them.
Agreed.
For Senegal. Andy, it must have been nice to see a glimpse of Calvin Phillips again.
And I was expecting to go off injured when he came on.
Yeah.
Walk on the pitch and then just get shoveled straight off again.
I think he said he's played 4 times. He's had 4 appearances, hasn't he, since he's gone to City?
Yeah.
And don't think it amounts to much minutes, but
it's barely 90 minutes because they've all been from the bench.
Yeah. But yeah,
Probably
just
had more
seeing it
touches today than he's had all season.
Seeing him back was good because he's a Leeds lad, but he sits in there and he mops up for me. Do you know what I mean? So
he's bloody good.
I had one thing as well.
Why was Henderson?
I disagree with
that.
I disagree with that massively. I thought it was probably man of the match for me.
I like Henderson.
He was definitely on there, but like I said, before kickoff, I was shaking my head, but can't argue with the performance he put in.
Yep.
But like I say, it's totally ruined everything that I had planned for today because we had this whole Southgate being Mr. Negative thing after the USA game. Because he was, and the tactics were negative, and I don't care what anyone says. England on Friday was shite. I'm not even sure I've got any belief back after tonight because we were that bad on Friday. Anyone got any thoughts on the Friday one?
Oh, plenty. There's plenty to say, isn't there, on that one? It was bad. It wasn't enjoyable to watch because it wasn't that we were on top and just not playing the right final ball. We were getting hemmed in by USA, and they should have put us to bed. Really, I felt that's their first 2 games they should have won. They should have beaten us on that day.
Absolutely, they should.
I thought they had enough.
See, my issue was I feel like Southgate played to USA's strengths than ours. Like he wants to counteract them instead of playing to our strengths.
Yeah,
focus on you
he was
instead of focusing on them. Like he did that in the
more concerned
World Cup
about
final,
being hit on the break.
semis.
Yeah.
Euro final, goal up, and it's like, right, how can we counter them? Well, how's what we're going to get a second goal instead?
It's a dilemma in FM, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you make that sub or do you say let's get a second goal first, then do it? And Southgate, he just didn't quite have the bottle.
Just 100%. He was more concerned about getting hit on the counter than he was about
us being a threat.
Forward. Yeah,
I think we're scared of us.
I think with Southgate, I think he's more of a reactive manager than a proactive manager anyway, isn't he? Southgate.
Yeah. He looks at the threat 100%. Before he looks at our strengths, as they say. Yeah.
I mean, they just mentioned the stats there at the end of that game. That he's won 10 out of 16 matches.
Incredible record.
It is hard to deny those figures, and I don't know. It's weird because we get pissed off at him like week in, week out, and the absolute shite that we play sometimes. But you can't argue with what he gets done, I suppose. It's just there's a boring man who plays boring football, but it works.
It's brilliant for tournament football. It really is. I think we discussed this before the World Cup came in about how England were bad leading up to it in the Nations League. I keep on saying that. Nations League, not the UN.
Keep the politics out of football.
But in tournament games, he has a system, and it isn't often pretty, but it works. And as shown by the record, like I say, you got a clean sheet again today, beat Wales 3-0, put them to bed. Pretty comfortable around performance. Yeah, the USA one was the one outlier that we were pretty crap in. But 2 wins out of 3 is good going, isn't it? Really, in the group.
Oh,
Better
yeah,
teams have done worse.
Finished top, so you can't really
Yeah.
much. I mean, it wasn't a group that should have caused us any problems at all.
Agreed.
But I'm still surprised that it's USA who's gone through. I honestly thought Wales would have had enough to get out of that group.
A few years ago, maybe. Look, I think Bale was quite quiet, wasn't he? Didn't do a lot. Went off injured. Like,
forgot he was there.
I know. Ramsey was just resorted to fouling at the end because he was getting frustrated. Joe Allen was actually good for a change, but they're just not the team they were they, Wales? They've got their mentality like the fans think they are, but you look at the squad, you think that's not that good. Doesn't really
They're in
scare
that
me.
sort of transition, aren't they? They've got loads of young'uns and loads of really old people and nothing in between.
Yeah, exactly.
Does anyone know what happened to anyone know what happened to Pulisic? Because it looked like he broke his arm, did it, when he scored that goal?
Oh, I don't know. It did look like a painful one, but
he went off with his arm and his arm strapped up, I think.
Ooh,
nasty one. You got to put your body on the line to get through to the next round.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
Who was it for Wales who ended up doing a backflip after he twatted on the head?
Neco Williams.
Yeah. Oh, poor lad, he should have gone straight off.
Yeah, 100%.
What are they doing with concussions at this World Cup?
Roll on South for concussions. We said it. Just, then you can go off straight away, and if you feel better later on, come back on. But obviously with concussion, you don't tend to.
No, not necessarily, but it's probably not a good idea to. But
yeah.
It's just cuckoo. Oh, we've got another comment here. Oh, Jackson the house.
Again, this guy. He's made an account today, has he? He's not on his girlfriend's.
He's bringing all the fans in. I love it.
He's probably not driving this week.
No, he's not. He gave the excuse. He was like, "Well, I won't be driving." I was like, "Well, you won't be because England are playing."
Against Iran, I will say, did you guys think we looked a bit tired just because it's been like only a few days rest and maybe the climate had got the best of us? Because it looked all around the pitch we weren't very good, were we? Not against USA, sorry.
We did look lethargic for sure.
Just leggy, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what was the stat that they said on the match there? That it was the lowest number of shots that we've had as an England team in 30 years.
Just looked painful, didn't it, watching us?
Embarrassing. I'd given up. I'd given up on the entire World Cup after that. I literally didn't watch any matches for 2 days. I was sick.
Distraught.
Proper sick. But I wasn't even that interested in it to begin with, and then that comes up.
Yeah.
To the credit as well, though, USA was decent, wasn't there? There was pretty good.
They are. Yeah, they are.
Dark horses, USA.
Yeah, I'd agree.
No one expects them to be good because they're still such a young footballing nation, but they've got some good players.
Yeah.
There is one person that we have to mention from this World Cup. This is getting off topic slightly, and I know I just said keep politics out of football, but this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Get him a knighthood or whatever it is. I didn't realize on the back as well he had 3 Iranian women or something. I don't think he was trying to sell them, obviously.
Brave man.
But what
he's nowhere to be seen now, though, him.
He's definitely.
Well, that's what we all thought, but no.
He did do an interview, didn't he?
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. They let him out, no consequences.
Yeah.
It's clever, really, because he knew that the entire world would be watching.
Exactly.
And if he disappeared,
yeah.
So it's probably the safest pitch invasion ever. But what a dude. Absolute hero. Just thought I'd bring that one up while we mentioned the politics thing.
It was cool.
But yeah, back to tonight. Foden. If he doesn't start every game from here on out for England, there is something seriously wrong. He had these go faster stripes in his hair. He was up for it. He was the most creative player on the pitch. Sometimes he's overhitting balls and stuff, but we can't do without him, can we, Andy?
Well, the first game when he played Mount, it's like we're playing with 10 men, I thought. And then you see the difference straight today when you put Foden on. He just makes things happen, doesn't he? He chases stuff. He's proper quick and rapid with the ball at his feet as well, isn't he? You wouldn't want it as a defender. You wouldn't want him on that wing coming in at you. It's just a nightmare to deal with, isn't it? So, like you say, he's got to start. He's got to start for the rest of the tournament for me.
See, I was just about to come on to this. You've been in and out of the live feed, so I've missed you discuss this, but what's your opinions on what the fuck Kane brings to the team? Yeah, I was just about to get on to Harry Kane because Foden had a couple of moments, and Rashford as well, where they could have played a nice ball through for Kane, but he wasn't there.
Again,
How
I've got a theory.
Or do hit us with this one,
Let's
because I
say
need
this.
some justification as to how this man got picked.
I think he's carrying a knock again, and they're not going to tell us
why is he
after the
playing
tournament
then?
because
the whole
he's-
world's just talking a sigh again.
it's because he's the only sort of like focal, not the focal, but he's like a target man, isn't he? How we use him, and obviously Wilson can't quite drop in like Kane can and spin and play those balls. He's more of he likes to run off the man, doesn't he, Wilson?
He just like
That's
to run
when
off the
play
man.
Madison or Foden as a 10 instead.
Yeah, I think Madison isn't 100% either, but Foden could play
Oh,
that
no, he's
10
not.
role,
But,
couldn't he?
yeah.
I think
Foden
it said
could,
Madison started training today or yesterday was his first training session, Madison.
God, I feel for him because he would have come on today, wouldn't he, Madison?
Yeah, you think
Boston.
so.
Yeah. But yeah,
Kane on Friday,
I think Kane's got a knock.
Mhm.
You can tell he's not making those runs.
He's not making any runs.
They pointed it out. He's coming so deep because he just
He does that all
clearly
the time,
can't
though,
turn. He
for
does,
England.
yeah, but he can't even get to the near post anymore, can he? Now he's not
No.
making those runs in the box when the ball's going to come across. It's like you're the guy we're trying to aim at, mate. And you're there, like putting your hand out on the edge of the box. It's so weird.
There was one on Friday. He won the ball back on the halfway line and played it out. I think it was Sterling. Sterling ran down the wing and obviously looking across the ball, and Kane still stood on the halfway line.
yeah.
He hadn't made any effort.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the fucking point?
I mean, how early he
boils
came
my
off.
piss.
I so think he's got a knock. Come off what, like 10 minutes into the second half? For Southgate, that's early, isn't it? Southgate doesn't normally do that.
A lot of changes made on that.
He was like trolling Wales a bit, wasn't he? I felt making subs
Really?
that early. I felt so, yeah, in a way, because like Southgate, like I say, he's a scaredy cat normally, isn't he? He's like, oh,
Yeah,
don't
Wales
rock the
then had to go
boat.
and score 6 goals, or didn't they? That's the thing.
Exactly. He just knew the game was over, and it felt to me that he was saying, "We know we've won this game now. We can bring on 4 or 5 subs, and it's not going to change the result because we're better than you." It really felt like a message to Wales that.
I did see, I think it was somebody on Twitter anyway, that said England make subs, they get better. Wales make subs and they're getting worse.
True.
So, yeah, maybe he was taking the piss a little bit. Like, look what we can do.
Yeah.
Jack's made a point here that the USA should be out the next round. There's no way they beat Holland. And what's the score for the England game on Sunday? Hashtag Henderson. Oh, he's a Liverpool fan, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm going to stop giving them the publicity.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, USA can't beat Holland, surely. Can they?
I mean,
They're
no one
trouble.
thought Saudis would beat Argentina, did they?
Yeah.
No one thought
Yeah,
Japan would beat Germany.
Some strange results.
No
There's
one
going to
thought
be one
Wales would beat
team that
England.
does it.
I mean,
Yeah.
did they? Sorry. I said no one thought Wales would beat England. Oh wait, they didn't.
Just getting your kicks in.
Yeah.
And what do you reckon Sunday for England and Senegal? I'm not confident. Like Senegal are not an easy team.
Will cause us some problems, but I think we'll go through. But they'll cause us some problems, definitely.
I think it'll just be like a 1-0.
Yeah, it'll be a scrappy one. 1-0 or 2-1 or something, yeah.
Yeah. Liam, what do you reckon?
They got the best midfielder in the world, aren't they? They're just a Ghana guy, so I'm gonna have to go 2-1.
At home under the lights.
Yeah, under the line.
Crippy, what's your thoughts on it?
I think there might be goals in it. I know Southgate won't like there to be, but Senegal are kind of one of those teams. Like you said, you saw them against Ecuador. They score as many as they concede, don't they? So I think there could be goals in it with England. We can score goals, and they've conceded a few. So I think it could be, I don't know, like 3-1 or 3-2. Could be an exciting game.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, I'm sticking with the 1-0 thing, but I would prefer to watch a 3-2.
Because we get nervy. I know we are good at sort of boring, low-scoring games, but we do also get nervy sometimes as well. And I think in a knockout game where you cannot afford, you just have to get the result there and then. You can't rely on, a group stage game, whatever. I think it could be, we'll see England a bit ropey at times, a bit cagey. I don't think it'll be straightforward.
A bit overzealous, maybe.
I think so. We won't know whether to be bold and go for it or be conservative and sort of see, eventually step it up bit by bit kind of thing.
Yeah. So if we think that we're going to go beyond Senegal, how far are we going to go?
coming
That is
home,
the
isn't
question.
it? Said it straight away. Said it the first episode. It's coming home.
It's coming on.
We could face
It's
France,
not
couldn't we, in the
coming
next
on.
round if we beat Senegal? That's the problem, isn't it?
Oh well. Vavavoom. See you later.
I wish I had your confidence.
I
mate.
love it. I
Really
love
do.
it.
I'm still sticking with semi-final. I think that's about as far as we've got in us.
Who's the semis if we get there?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
If we beat France,
haven't
I
seen
think we
the
should
team.
go all the way, to be honest. If we
I
can
think
beat
it's like
France,
Portugal,
we should.
isn't it? If we go through. If Portugal win their group and then win the next game, it will be Portugal in the semis.
Oh, in
That's
that
what-
case, I'm
Because I
going
thought the
final.
other semi,
Yeah,
the
final.
other
then.
semi was Messi
I'm
against Brazil.
not going
If
out
they-
to.
Oh,
the
they're
groups.
Argentina aren't going to go far, I don't think.
I'm not going to go out to twisty face Ronaldo. So no, I'm moving. Up. We're
The
going to
winker.
the final, lads.
Yeah,
you
the little
imagine
winker.
that? On penalties, and he missed.
Oh,
Because
God.
he put himself like number 4 or 5.
Or he takes number 5, Liam, and then they don't even get to it. So he says, I'll take number 5, and they lose before then.
Did that in Champions League, didn't he?
Yeah.
Remember? I know it was the Euros.
So was it? I think was it like Chelsea did it as well, where one of the players wanted to take number 5, and then they lost before then. I can't remember which one it was. Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
Jack's confident. No, mind. There must be something in the water down your way.
How many teams are better than England, though? Really, if we're counting now in this tournament,
Probably France, Brazil.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you say, if we can beat France, there's no reason why we can't go on and win it.
Yeah,
I'd say Brazil's the only team that I'd worry about.
Yes.
According to that time traveller,
Vinny.
you see the time traveller in the paper.
Oh yes, it's Brazil and France in it in the final.
Oh, back in 2002 again.
Very, very reliable
98.
source there.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Neymar as well? Hasn't he done his foot in? Neymar,
Yeah,
he got a dodgy
yeah.
foot as well.
Yeah.
He's done his ankle ligaments. He's knackered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that puts them on the back foot, should I say?
He wouldn't play if it wasn't a tournament. Just like that injury is one of those where if this wasn't a World Cup, he'd probably be given more time off. But they're obviously going to try and rush him back, and he's not going to be right at all, is he?
It's his final
No.
one, though, isn't it, as well? His final World Cup,
Is it?
probably.
Neymar's?
How old is he now?
How old is he?
He's like 29 and 30, isn't he, to be fair?
He's 30. I'm sure he's got another
Yeah.
one in him.
I don't know. He's always injured.
He is,
Well,
yeah, he
he's
is.
What might be break his back at the last one.
He misses like
That
half
might
of
be
the
near
games a
his,
season.
sister's birthday, so he might be off again.
Yeah, he's 30. Wow.
Aye.
So I'm seeing a big thing like this is Messi, Ronaldo's, Neymar's. I mean, we'll throw in Thiago Silva because he's just a baller. But all their last World Cups, isn't it?
Yeah. Sadly.
Again, transition phase. They're in a similar position to Wales, but they have good players. So. Haska? What's this? What's this?
I have no idea. Haska.
He's
I
still
think it's
trying.
probably, no,
I don't know. He's a strange one, that Jack. Like,
he is. I think the best thing I've just seen is seeing Ian Rush's face on the TV when they're talking about getting beat 3-0. I know that one will make my dad happy because he loves Ian Rush.
They showed Ian Rush at half time. Did you see it? And he's like, "Oh, there's someone in the crowd that looks like you." And they showed them like footage of Ian Rush sat watching the game. I genuinely don't think Rush knew it was him.
I was just when they were saying that he had like a comfy seat or something.
Yeah. He sat in one of Infantino's seats. But it showed him and he was like, "Oh, it's probably John Aldridge." And then he looked and it took him a couple of seconds to click that it was just him. It was you. He's getting on a bit, and he was getting on a bit when he signed for Newcastle. He's on extra time now.
Did you guys listen to the commentary?
He's about 50.
Rush.
Yeah, he signed for us when he was about 50. Ian Rush.
Did he come to you after us?
Yeah, he comes to us later on in his career. Yeah, right near the end, he signed for us. Yeah, played about 20 games, scored 1 goal, I think.
I think it's about the same record he had for us as well.
Retirement.
There you go. You made your dad laugh.
There we go.
What you were about to say there, mate?
Right. Listen to the commentary. Did anyone think they were being like really patronising towards Wales? Because They didn't want to say Wales were awful. They were like, "Oh, the fans will be proud." It's like, no, they've been bad. Say it. They haven't been good at all. Ramsey and Bale have been awful.
It was so patronising.
It was. They had like Danny Gabbard on, like, "Oh, Danny, what are your thoughts?" He's like, "Oh, just proud to make it." It's like, no, you were giving it the big one, thinking you were going to get through with England. So don't be backtracking now.
Years.
Yeah,
Mowbray was there, patting them on the top of the head, going, "No, but you tried."
It was. They were garbage, weren't they? Like I say, Bale had that one penalty, and then that was it. He didn't turn up at all this tournament. Ramsey awful. They're washed. Let's we've got to be honest with it. They're washed.
Yeah.
And Bale still refuses to retire.
I know.
No, he's got to call it a day soon. I mean.
He's still insisting that he's going to play for Wales again. I mean, obviously he'll never get to a tournament again.
No, we'll never get dropped, though, will he? While he's still there, they can't. He's such a big influence.
Whilst he's still breathing, he won't get dropped.
I know.
So whilst he's still breathing, he won't get dropped.
No. I know. It doesn't benefit them, does it? When he goes a whole half barely touching the ball, you're meant to be their star player, mate.
Yeah, the one who can do stuff, and he
exactly. Yeah.
Nothing.
Bizarre that.
He needs to step aside. So does Ramsey.
Yeah.
I mean, Ramsey nearly broke Henderson's leg.
That could have been a red, couldn't it? Do you reckon that could have been a red?
Easily have been a red. Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, there's your mate again. Hope that's diet, Liam.
That's not good for you.
He's watching you like a hawk tonight.
All right,
yeah, that could have definitely been a red. Quite if VAR had seen the need to get involved in it, it was
right ankle.
Nasty. Mine, I'm limping on mine just watching it. Well, I do have glass ankles though. So.
Me too. I used to roll mine every week at football. Always would go, and I'd be hobbling for 2 minutes.
So he's not soft like.
Yeah, he's from Sunderland stock.
Yeah, Northern
stock. Yeah,
that's what they said, didn't they? Sunderland stock.
Sure what that means. Apparently, we all just get on with it round here. Should we move on from World Cup and back to some actual proper football? Because we had the FA Cup draw last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
How's everyone feeling?
Our draw anyway. Really.
Do you think?
Well, yeah. What we're going to do against United?
I don't know. We've got a few decent ones here. Obviously, Man City versus Chelsea is the big one, isn't it? There's some content in there for you, my friend.
Yeah, I did when I did a head-to-head record of Man City.
He's already on it.
Already on it, mate. Yeah, because if I don't, Paddy will be on my ass, won't he? So I had to get on it straight away.
Get 10 articles out of this one.
Yeah, so I think Man City will win that. I don't think there'll be any problems with them, to be honest.
Can't see it going the other way. Leeds get Cardiff away, mate. How's that for you, Andy?
Not good draw at all. We don't like going there. No, we don't like going there. One of them grounds, just even when the old ground was at Ninian Park, you go there, you just know you ain't getting out of there alive. To be fair, horrible place. We don't do well against Cardiff. We don't do well against Cardiff. Last time we played them, we was 3-0 up. They had 10 men, and it was about 10 minutes ago, and we drew 3-all.
Oh God!
Oh dear.
That's the last time we played them in the Championship. So yeah, I don't like playing them.
You must have been gutted when that one came out then.
It's one of them draws, though, when you watch the FA Cup. You either want a massive team away or whatever, so you can go and enjoy the day, or just someone really crap at home, so you know you're going to go through.
Exactly.
Well, then I can't even say that for us because we lose to Histon and them sort of teams. So hopefully we just go out and concentrate on the league.
Villa have got a favourable tie, though.
Finally,
even at home.
My God, yeah. Might actually do something this season. Who knows? Yeah, it should be an easy home win. Honestly, Villa are the most annoying team to watch because we've been crap in the league for years, and every manager's like, "Oh, let's just focus on a high position." It's like, no, just win something for a change, man. Let's have a cup run. We just ball it to everyone in the cup. It's awful. We're such a bad team for that. So yeah, Steven should be right.
Yeah, we were always like that as well. Our managers were told to focus on the league and not bother with the cups. So
the fans will be on your side if you win a cup, won't they? You just give us something to believe
couldn't get that one through to them, man.
Yeah.
Another all Premier League tie in Liverpool and Wolves, but that's Wolves going out, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%. My lot got Chef Wed away. We owe them a hammering.
Well, I've just
Basically
noticed.
because-
Is that in order of how they came out, or
Yeah, I believe so.
so Sunderland and Sheff Wednesday, if they were one ball different way?
Yeah, we were all shitting ourselves thinking we were going to get Sunderland.
Why would you? Why?
Well, not shitting ourselves. I suppose just bracing
imagine that?
ourselves.
Richard's team, we all got beat by Sunderland.
Oh, God.
Those days are
I
over.
couldn't be doing with it. But yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, the last 2 times we played them, they beat us, and we got Steve Bruce from them, so we owe them quite a kicking.
They're decent this season, but after their League One.
Yeah, so they're doing all right at the minute. They're doing all right at the minute.
Third in the table with Darren Moore. So not
Darren Moore, yeah. I was going to say Darren Moore, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to think they're not going to be a threat, but that's just the kind of fixture we'd lose. Man United versus Everton. Oh dear, mate.
Throw the comment up. I
knew that was coming when that was drawn out. I just knew that was coming, that game.
It was either them or Liverpool. And you know what? That'd be so Everton to go and win 3-0 and then get beat by, I don't know, let's have a look, Walsall the next round. It'd be peak Everton.
Yeah.
Your dad's confident. Or is he drunk?
I don't know. No, I don't think he's not fussed about England. It's Everton, so. But he's seen us win everything, so it's one of them.
Is it a distraction for Everton, though, in fairness? Because for Everton, it literally is survival this season, isn't it? Do those kind of games get in the way?
Yeah, same with us. It's just about survival this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's a rebuild season for us.
Yeah.
We haven't got the squad depth. We haven't got the squad depth to deal with it.
Yeah, we've got no squad depth.
So you can't really afford to use good players that will get tired for the week after, can you, really? You just want to... Yeah, it's a tough balance.
We've only got 11, and that's the ones we play every week. So, and they're not much cop.
They've not done a good job, yeah. Oh God.
Jack's bringing it back to international with his comment here, saying if it turns out to be Southgate's last tournament with England, who's your personal choice to replace him and why? Right, Andrew, kick us off, mate.
Just to annoy you, Eddie Howe.
I knew.
Yeah.
But you know what the worst thing is? I can't see anybody else for it either.
Yeah.
There is no better English manager out there.
He'd be perfect. He would be perfect. He looks the part, doesn't he? He talks well.
Yeah, I just hope
good
that
coach.
we find somebody else because I don't want to let
I'll tell you who it will be. It will be one of two. Gerrard or Rooney.
Gerrard.
Oh God, no.
It'll be one of them.
Oh God,
It'll be one of them.
Absolutely will be, yeah.
Unless Lee Carsley turns up. He's under 21, so isn't he? Lee Carsley.
Yeah, somehow.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a really good coach. He was at City.
Yeah.
You're laughing for there.
I can't imagine Lee Carsley, the bold warrior. What a guy. What a guy.
Could be the next Jose.
Stranger things have happened, Mike.
Yeah.
These guys have played like a proper standard of football.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, I always remember him scoring a free kick at Newcastle as well, so I'll remember that one.
I don't remember him scoring.
You could make some of these up, you know. My memory's.
I just say I don't. If I check Liam and he hasn't scored, I'm gonna have words with you, mate.
I'll give you $5,000 if he hasn't scored. I don't know why 5.
That is a collector's item. The Carsley goal.
We had the Mitchell brothers.
Jack's got your ear, mate.
He's having a pop, mate. He's having a pop in the game.
That's all he does.
Championship next.
That's all he does. He doesn't do anything else. Because I can go on my phone now. I can show you the messages. Oh, I've missed you. You've not been at work all week. Oh, I'm on my own.
Oh no, he's giving it the big end when he's
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Mind, it would be devastating if you do go down with that new stadium you've got coming as well. Imagine that.
But it is a rebuild for us. I mean, it's not helped. We've had 3 different managers the last 3 different years. But it is, isn't it? It's not our fault. We should never have got Benitez. We did.
Everyone just keeps knocking it down and starting the rebuild again.
That's the issue, isn't it? I mean, you look at the things we did. We got rid of the players that he didn't want. I mean, he brought in Dele Alli, but he could tell straight away his attitude isn't right. Andre Gomez got rid. Alan got rid. Yerry Mina is still here somehow, but he's still injured. But there's like nearly 500k in wages just between those 4 players.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, they took you quite a hole to get out of. Like,
It's literally what happened with Villa. We just had expensive crap. We couldn't shift. So then they had to play. We had like Les Scott, Mika Richards, Gabby Agbonlahor, so much money. And they're all underperforming. And you could just see the team was gradually getting worse every season. You know, no one wanted to play for us while we're just languishing around the bottom. And it's sad, really.
Was it in the FA Cup when Mika Richards was kicking off with a fan? Am I right in that?
Oh, we had words. Yeah, there was. They were saying, "Where's the passion?" or something, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And
then Jolie and Lescott. Was that when he tweeted?
Lescott with the car. Yeah, hilarious.
He tweeted from his phone and his pocket.
You have done that by accident, Liam? I haven't, mate. I don't know about you.
No.
Absolute nonsense, wasn't it?
Like, who else was there? It was for Sunderland, though, weren't it? Victor Anichebe, where he just copied and pasted a tweet saying, "Can you say thank you for the fans or something or other?" Honest to God, I don't know if it's the footballers, but if they are, then my God, they're thick.
I know.
I mean, they are. And look at Jack Grealish.
Men
don't come much thicker than that.
You can just tell he's proper Brummy as well.
Yeah.
When you see him talking, you don't even have to listen. You can just like, he's brilliant.
Oh yeah, you can lip read his accent. That's how.
If he wasn't a footballer, he'd be homeless, wouldn't he? I think. He'd be in trouble.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can think of a profession that he could get into that isn't football, I'd love to.
I know. Teachers are like, mate, it's this or nothing for you, isn't it?
Get on the weights, get them calves bulked up, get your boots on, and get out there.
Just be a model.
We'll be in here doing maths.
Yeah. I said it the other day in the chat, didn't I? It's like Ross Barkley. He's an absolute. He's got nothing in his head.
Yeah.
And I said it was ages ago on Twitter, and it still makes me laugh. If he wasn't a professional footballer, he'd just be doing wheelies around Liverpool somewhere. Every time I just think of it, makes me laugh.
It's because there's some players that just like run and kick, don't they? They just like get their head down, they run, and then the ball comes and they just kick it, and it's like that's all you've done. Our Ghazi's like that. He'll get the ball from 40 yards out and he would just shoot. It's like, you're a professional footballer. You understand dimensions, don't you? That you're not going to score from there, mate. Just wild how like dumb players are.
You can't talk about El Ghazi like that. He was on loan for us at 6 months last year.
I know, man. I don't know what on earth were you thinking. Imagine getting our cast-offs. You think how bad a player is to not play for us? God almighty.
When you hear these things, when they say if you wasn't a football player, what would you be? Did you hear the Crouch one while that interview asked him what he
virgin.
Said? Yeah. If you weren't a footballer, what would you be? He said a virgin. Love it. Good old Crouchy.
What was Gerard's favourite cheese? Melted. I mean, stick a microphone in front of these people and just pure shite.
God. I've not heard that one. That's great.
I'm not 100% sure if it's true or whether it was just a joke that took off.
I love it.
That's all I ever think of when I think of Gerard. What's your favourite cheese? Melted. The damn fine cheese, to be honest.
It is. Yeah.
Southgate will stay, by the way. My prediction.
Yes, I think you'll
get back to that.
I know. I went on a tangent as well. I thought I took it in a completely weird direction. But yeah,
we always get to wrangle it back.
I'm the worst, but yeah, I think he'll stick around. I think for the FA, it's like even if we at this point now, most people are saying, yeah, it's been a good tournament for us, and if as long as we beat the teams we're meant to beat, and then let's say if we beat Senegal, lose to France, I don't think people are going to say Southgate out. Depends on the manner of the game, I guess, but. I think people will recognise that we've done what we're meant to do at least, and then if we come up to someone better, it's fair play.
Do you think he would actually just quit though?
No,
it's tough.
But after the tournament, do you think he'd stand down, or do you reckon he'd just carry on regardless?
If they won,
it's all about the media, isn't it? It's all about the media.
If he was,
when we win it,
when we win it, yeah.
When we win it.
If he was given a new contract, he would take it, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, probably.
And I kind of hope so, just for the sake of us not losing Eddie Howe. No, that's about England. I'm just looking out for Newcastle.
You're all going to hate me, but I'd want Brendan Rodgers if Southgate left. It'd be a weird. I know it'd be a weird appointment to the Northern Irish, but I love Brendan Rodgers as a manager. I think he's awesome. I know a lot of Leicester fans might.
Eddie Howe, so I'll take it.
Yeah. I think it'd be great for England. He's more a progressive manager than Southgate as well when it comes to playing good football. I think he would do wonders with that kind of creative talent we've got.
Yeah, but Southgate did that
Not
in the
bad,
21s. Then they
Yeah.
got the proper job.
Yeah.
And look.
Yeah.
Check out this segue. We're talking about proper jobs. We were on about Michael Beale the other week. Wouldn't leave QPR for Wolves. We were praising him, saying he was going to see it through with QPR. And now he's just fucked off up to Scotland.
Yeah.
Who saw that one coming then?
Yeah.
The thing is, if he goes to Wolves in a relegation battle, if he goes to Rangers, it's 50-50 if you're going to win something, isn't it?
Yeah, he won't get
Yeah.
sacked to Rangers, will he? He
No.
won't last a year at Wolves, will he? If like I say, if it all goes tits
Yeah.
up.
Well,
How many
might not
managers
last
they
a year
had?
at Rangers.
Rangers
How many
or
managers
Wolves?
they had in the Wolves in the past 2 years? How many managers they had?
A couple now, isn't it? They changed when they got rid of
Since,
Nuno, they got rid of Lager, and then that other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they're
yeah.
going through them all the
Yeah,
time.
they are now.
But they're like Paddy said the other week about the pressure in Scotland. If you're the Rangers or the Celtic manager, the pressure's on you to win every week.
Yeah.
So has he just stepped out of the frying pan into the fire? Does he know what he's doing? I mean, I don't know that much about him, to be honest. I just thought it was funny that the other week we were praising him for having conviction and staying there. And now he's just buggered off to Scotland.
I'll have a quick look at the table, see what they're doing.
Rangers.
Yeah, they're not going to win anything. They're miles off Celtic, 9 points off Celtic. So, yeah, clearly he must have been given reassurances that he'll be given a summer window to challenge next season. I guess maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But if they're only 9 points off, they've still got to play each other another 6 times this season, haven't they?
Yeah.
The way that league works. Could say that because Paddy's not here.
Yeah.
He'll pop up in the comments in a minute.
I can't wait. Say like
Surprised.
fired or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've all been terminated.
Whoops.
Picture of Alan Sugar
Looks
Pop.
like another name change next week, lad. I think that's everything I've got for this week. Has anyone got any other issues that they've had?
Well, on the docket, we've got Lionel Messi. If it's some,
I must have missed that one. Did someone stick that one on?
I think so. Yeah, it wasn't me, but yeah.
We should also
also
mention that stupid penalty last night for Portugal. That for them right at the end. Did you see it?
I didn't.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's unreal. He tried to pass the ball past him, and the defender slid out to block the ball, and it went under him and hit his hand. What was on the floor as he was obviously falling down to put his hand on the floor.
Oh, he got flagged for it, didn't he?
He did a penalty for it, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I heard about that.
So we are back on the VAR show again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you say I put it in the intro just because we talk about it every week?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it.
And then there was Ronaldo saying he's going to tell Piers Morgan that he scored.
Yeah.
That bloody.
My God.
He's scandalous, isn't he? As well.
Yeah.
No shame.
Didn't touch. No shame at all, mate.
No shame.
Did not touch your head. I know. It's outrageous.
David Nugent moment, that weren't it?
Yes, proper
Yeah.
Nugent. Oh my God.
So Liam, was it you with the Messi thing then?
Yeah, I saw it this morning on Twitter. Apparently, albeit it's TalkSport. So, yeah, Messi's close to agreeing a lucrative move to Inter Miami.
Yes, I have heard this. I think it might be true.
Me too. Contract's up. If his contract's up at the end of this season, you can imagine him just saying at PSG, I just don't really fancy this. If they don't win the Champions League, he'll think, well, what's the difference next season? Why not just scuttle off?
I thought he might go back to Barca, me.
Couldn't afford him, could they?
It's the money. I think it's the money. Yeah. Inter Miami have said they'll make him
different wages now, though, wasn't it? So he'd be on a different wage packet if he went back to Barca. He'd basically play for free, wouldn't he?
He never would, though, would it? Yeah. I love that. I'll play for free. Won't join one of his other former clubs. He'll join PSG, who have got a lot of money. Lot of money for players.
The thing is about Inter Miami, though, is no disrespect to them, but they've not done anything.
No respect.
They haven't, have they? You know what I mean?
They don't deserve any respect.
Like if it was LA Galaxy or LAFC or New York or do you know what I mean? But I know that they're coming up because it's Beckham's club, but it should be weird. Imagine Lionel Messi having his manager as Phil Neville.
Brilliant, isn't it?
I know.
Imagine those team talks with Phil Neville speaking and Messi's thinking, why the fuck am I listening to you? You're not even the good Neville.
Yeah.
That's who the next England manager will be, Phil Neville.
Oh, God.
Aye, there we go.
He was the Lionesses manager, and then he'll be the men's.
He was close at one point, Liam, wasn't he? When he was
I think so.
when he was assistant to Thingy, there was like he was working his way up the ladder, wasn't he, as a coach? And then obviously now that's just gone backwards again. But yeah, he was his reputation was decent for a little while.
Yeah.
Now it's crap.
It's all right though, because Beckham's got all that Qatari money burning a hole in his pocket.
Oh,
He can
God,
straight
I know.
into Miami, can't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Messi, there's a little comment in the chat there as well, Ash.
Oh,
Is there?
Well,
Messi, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that one. You guys see the photo of Messi cleaning the floor in the changing rooms of the Mexico?
yeah, I was going to say that with the Mexico
Did he?
shit. Yeah, he took he tweeted it all on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
God.
bell end.
yeah,
Very naughty, that, you know.
yeah. You're in trouble for that.
Oh, I've missed these comments. He's had another one. Who's your bottom three come the end of the season? Obviously, Everton finish bottom. Oh, dear. He doesn't like Everton.
Should have just
does he?
stayed quiet. Fuck you,
Bottom
Jack.
three at the end of the season. I think we're going to lose Southampton this season.
I think Forest are going to go. I think Forest
Yeah.
will probably dip in there. Oh,
Wolves?
Wolves are like that's mad, isn't it? It's going to be an established Premier League club, isn't it? Maybe a couple of them.
It's not going to be your usual two from
No.
the newly promoted and one from the mid pack.
Yeah.
Can we have that question asked again at the end of January?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we
Yeah.
need to give the January transfer window a bit of time. Plus, my mind's so numb with this shit World Cup, I've forgotten what the Premier League is.
We don't know how many we're going to sell yet, so I don't want to comment.
Yeah, you're not buying anybody, you're just offloading.
Yeah.
We don't buy anyone. We went 9 transfer windows before we bought a midfielder, and we bought Adam Forshaw.
Oh, bloody hell.
Bloody Adam Forshaw.
After 9 transfer windows, we didn't buy a midfielder.
That is outstanding.
Big Adam Forshaw came in through the youth academy at Everton in as well.
Yeah.
Should have stayed there.
It's like Newcastle with Jeff Hendrick.
Oh, man.
Bloody
I'll
hell,
never get
man.
my head around that one.
Harry, he was there for so much longer than he should have been.
Is he the guy that went to Notts County on loan last year?
QPR. Already.
He went to Notts County on loan last year. I might get confused now from like Newcastle or someone.
Matty Longstaff, I think.
That was at Mansfield.
Oh, and I can check for you. You reckon it was Hendrick? Let me check.
Is that the guy with the long hair?
Jeff Hendrick.
Yeah.
Just
he didn't go to Notts County.
100% not a footballer.
No, yeah, he went to QPR and Reading on loan.
Yeah.
There's someone else I'm thinking of. And when he joined, it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's all that. I mean, me and Andy are in agreement. As long as we stay up, that's it. Harry Arter.
There you go. See, he's useful for some, isn't he? I'm sure there was something else when you were about Messi.
Well, also Qatar, obviously.
Oh yeah, Qatar, the first club ever to go out after 2 games when hosting their World Cup.
Yep.
I mean, another sign that they shouldn't have had it in the first place.
Agreed. All their players are all
football and nation. What are you doing?
They're all none of them play. They're not allowed to play outside of the nation, are they? So they've hit a ceiling and they can't really improve upon it. So the national team's obviously going to be pretty low standard. That's what we've seen. They looked pretty bad, didn't they?
Terrible.
They dig in, but they're not fun to watch. You know.
Like I say, they should never have had the World Cup. The United Established Football and Nation shouldn't be hosted, especially when you have no stadiums.
No stadiums, no stars,
They'll be remembered for the best broken nose in ever a tournament, though, with that goalkeeper, weren't there? Was it them?
Oh, God, clean down. Yeah.
Could sniff round corners with that.
That was a beauty.
There's no money. It's not as if they broadcast to a wide audience, is it? There's no structure there for football to thrive in Qatar. It's just such a bizarre pick.
Such a walled-off country. That's like, I don't get it. Well, I do get it. It was money.
Yeah.
100% money and corruption that got them it. But,
just it's a Grand Prix and that, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need an decent infrastructure for Grand Prix as long as you've got a track.
That's it, yeah.
The track and shitloads of money. Right, has anyone got anything else before we bugger off for another week?
No.
No. Qatar looked awful in the group games. Still convinced they'd beat Everton.
Rondon up front.
Rondon up front.
Oh, God. He's had you on toast tonight, Liam.
All right, I'm going back to work on Thursday, and I'll see him then.
You'll be carrying hammers.
Yeah.
Thing is, I'll walk into the room where he is, and he'll be like, "It was only a joke, guys. It was only a joke." or he'll send me a message as soon as this is finished.
Yeah.
Liam Kelly, the Terminator. Right then, lads, we'll wrap it up for this week. Back to 8 o'clock next week.
Yep.
Yeah, should be okay, hopefully.
Are you here? Yeah.
Should be. I'll let you know. I'll let you know through the week.
Nice one. Right, so this has been the first Vital Football podcast. So thanks for watching, those of you who did, and please hit the like buttons and subscribe buttons and things like that. And we'll catch you next Tuesday at 8 o'clock after England has beaten Senegal on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, boys. Catch you later. Thanks very much.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, hang on before we go.
Go on.
My birthday Tuesday.
Oh,
well, we'll have to work on
Cars.
something then, won't we? I'll come up with some sort of magnificent photo for him.
It's all right, yeah. I'll get a photo for you. You can put it on your screen. I'll get a photo.
perfect.
And he wishes
All right, then, lads. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you next week.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, guys.